So hello, and today it's gonna be another practice Strafing P-40 mission. Okay, let's set everything up, chat message, and so hello, sound there, video is there. It's gonna be Il2 SteelSkies server. It's available and almost 4 hours of mission time left. It's four weeks I didn't practice. What caused that? A20 and some other reasons. I didn't dedicate my time for that purpose. Yeah, almost a month, more than exactly 4 weeks I didn't play that that type of mission. And today I'm finally there. Okay, all set. Bailey or Beaulieu airfield in French manner. I forgot how to spell it in English, and let's get ourselves US Army Air Force livery. I like it more. Okay, 100% fuel, 700 meters convergence range, and we all set to go. Today it's gonna be one more time I will do simulated route flying. Once again I will fly to Brighton and back, and later, if I'm still intact and if that will be the case, I will have possibility I will go back to Eastbourne and do low level return to base route flying, low level profile. And okay, let's start our second mission stage. That was first mission stage. Now activities between spawning and takeoff. First, track IR is okay, not completely okay, but anyway, I've got my controls okay. And next, let's set up before engine start control positions, half closed, cowl flaps, and practically all set. No, 70%, that's 5.5 elevator trim. Yes, it was 70%, and 5.5 to the left. Rudder trim and engine start. Once again, first it will be taxiing towards whole spot, or how you call it. I call it rolling to start readiness position. It will be right next to the landing strip. Then roll into start position, then take off, and then simulated formation pattern. Lights on, and then route flying, I think, towards Brighton and back. Bembridge vehicle convoy will be my ground target. It consists of Opel Blitz trucks and tank wagons. Okay. Parking brakes off, and 1500 RPM to start rolling on a turf surface, and immediately I'm on asphalt tarmac, asphalt surface, where I need not more than 1000 RPM, 1020, 1030. Now, as you can see, it's 1050, that's too much. Throttle back, less than 1000, that's not enough. Oh, 1030, exactly what I need for normal, safe and nice and easy taxiing speed. And I will do S-turning taxiing without using brakes. I use my radar to control airplane because of aerodynamic influence of prop on a radar. You can afford yourself to steer with your radar. Well, taxiing speed is a little bit more than I need, but still that's normal. Yes, a little bit fast. I'm gonna try and do some more sharper turning, but my goal is to trying to evade that circling or circling attempts. When you feel your airplane start circles and you don't want to use brakes, that was circling attempt. That's circling attempt and almost circle. That's what I've been talking about. I'm very rusty. Quite unusual for me. Quite unusual to. That was because I've tried to do more sharp turn. And why did I try that? To slow down a little bit, because I'm not able to set power in exact my throttle lever, and is exactly in that position I need for 1020 RPM. It was 1030 a little bit too much. That's why I hate asphalt, concrete, tarmac, steel plates, tarmac, and turf, grassy, sandy surfaces are much better. Only not because of airplanes different behavior. Yes, less grip and more rolling drag on grassy, sandy, turf surfaces, but you can afford yourself to set up correct power, because you need 1300 RPM power settings for the same taxiing speed on grass, on turf, on sandy surfaces. That's kind of weird. Probably that isn't right, but still I'm happy there is that Balioy airfield. I'm sorry for those who might call it in a different way. Englishmen call it in a different way. I call it in French way. I forgot how to spell it in English way. As you can see, taxiing speed is too much, but I will not be able to reduce it. Well, anyway, that taxiing is beautiful in great battles. Well, in combat pilot they should do even better taxiing physics, but I'm seriously doubt that they will do. I can see already my readiness position right ahead of me. That will be not very long taxiing, but still one major mistake from my side. Of course, I didn't use brakes in any combat situation. I will use it, but my goal is not to use any brakes, and usually it's easy for me to perform taxiing without using brakes. Let's turn in taxiing, and I should stop with heading 060. You can hear I use brakes to stop, and while closing canopy, I am setting up my P-40 in takeoff configuration, setup configuration. And the only thing I left to do is to pick up the right takeoff timing. Okay, it's 9:59.0 now. In 9:59.30, oh beautiful, in 9:59.30 it's gonna be my rolling to start position timing, and 10:0 minutes 0 seconds, 10 hours 0 minutes 0 seconds gonna be my takeoff time. Very precise. It's beautiful. 3.5 hours of mission left, and throttle forward a little bit. P-40 is the best, the easiest for me airplane to handle. I know it. I can do rolling to start standard operational procedure without using brakes, and I need to have heading 150, throttle forward slowly in 5 seconds to 39 inches. I really feel I'm very rusty. I didn't practice for months, 4 weeks. That's not good. I switch on Technochat. I will need it to set up 3/4 RPM settings, 72% actually. In 130 miles per hour indicated, I will take off. Pull up, take off, wheels up, RPM down to 72%, nose down. She's accelerated and pull up and throttle back to 27 inches. She's stabilized. Beautiful. 26, 27 inches. I don't need Technochat. She's stabilized. A little bit excessive airspeed, but still. Now I'm gonna climb to 800 feet, not because this is my formation pattern level, but because of those hills right ahead of me. They are 750 feet high. And Technochat on and start transitioning to straight and level. Minus 10% elevator trim. RPM down to 43%. She's lowering her nose down. Watch heading. I'm waiting, using that time to set up radar and trim settings. Minus 5% more. Right exactly, and when she starts pitching nose up, I don't need it. I don't need it. Increasing vertical speed, I need airspeed increasing. Minus 5% more. Let her lower her nose. She's accelerating, that's what I need. She starts pitching nose up and Technochat off, minus 5% more. And when she starts pitching nose up, once again I throttle back, retard the throttle on 19.0 inches. 18.9 inches, that's gonna be okay. Altitude is 900 feet, a little bit more than I need. Once again, I'm rusty. I didn't practice, that's too much, but okay. My airfield is 150 feet, so I got 750 feet altitude. That's a little bit too much, but anyway, you can see P-40 is immediately stabilized. Beautiful, no turbulence weather. Beautiful. Okay, in 10 hours 5 minutes 0 seconds I will start my first right 90 degrees turn. This time formation pattern is gonna be not left but right. As you can see, I'm trying to set up correct power, to set up correct manifold pressure, and even if you're not able to do that, P-40 I've got 100% fuel. She is burning fuel. That fuel is an auxiliary tank behind pilot's back, and that causes lowering her nose. So even if you're not quite stabilized, that's not a big deal. She will, anyway, she will lose that stabilized attitude anyway. And how about my timing? It's 30 seconds till first right 90 degrees turn, and just I'm just happy about that airplane behavior after yesterday's A20 suffering, pain and suffering of turbulence, of losing heading. That's such a beautiful, such a joyful experience to Fly stabilized P-40, banking right, turning, excessive power, 1 or 1.5 inch of excessive power, pulling up a little bit, watching vertical speed, watching bank angle, she's losing altitude, and my new heading's gonna be 240. That was not enough excessive power. Throttle back. And leveling up, 240. Beautiful weather. On Finnish server they should add vehicle convoys, and they should add at least 50% missions, no turbulence weather. Okay, my engine is very cool. And I've got 20 seconds till till start of second right 90 degrees turn. As you can see, I'm losing altitude. That's not good, but maybe that would be better, because 700 feet turning right. Once again, excessive power, pull up. That's not 820. This P-40 beauty is quite a different beast, quite a different temper. And my new heading's gonna be 330. Throttle back. Watch bank angle. Leveling up. 330 leveling up. We got excessive airspeed. She will climb. And I do that simulated formation pattern for training purposes, and to show how group should form up after takeoff. Each group member should start takeoff 30 seconds later than previous group member, and first and second 90 degrees turns, they should start 15 degrees later than previous group member, and after completing that second turn, you will see you right next to your fellow group member without big distances, without big ranges. You're gonna need to, you're not gonna need to burn too much fuel to overheat your engine, to use excessive power to catch up. And my third right 90 degrees turn is gonna be leader's takeoff time plus 13 minutes, and That's gonna be 13 minutes 0 seconds, because my takeoff time was 10 hours 0 minutes 0 seconds. My P-40 is absolutely perfectly stabilized. I will not touch throttle anymore, and I will open up a little bit my cowl shutters. And this quite long 6 minutes lag between second 90 degrees turn and third 90 degrees turn, you need it for formation purposes, so all group members could form up in any type of formation: close formation, tactical formation, spread abreast formation, echelon formation, any type of formation you're gonna need to see while flying your route. My P-40 is beautiful, she's perfectly stabilized, but I must say I'm losing altitude. Let's close down those cowl shutters just a little bit. My heading wasn't right, so I should watch it. This road bending, I will find out where I am. That will be, this is 0803.2.5, and railroad's gonna be somewhere there. Yes, railroad exactly here, and I can see while being watching map and looking around for 20 seconds, I didn't lose 1 degree of heading. That's why I like no turbulence weather. That's why I like this beautiful P-40, and A20 really isn't like that. And I've always messed up with my timing. I've got 10 seconds till third 90 degrees turn, 5 seconds. You always should watch it, and turn right, excessive power, 2.5 inches, pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up, not letting her lose altitude. That was scruffy. Excessive power. My new heading's gonna be 060. Very scruffy. I should maintain 0 vertical speed. That's not the case, as you can see. And retard the throttle. And level up 060. That's excessive airspeed I got, causes hill to climb a little bit after leveling up. That was inevitable, but as pilot your task is not to have too much excessive airspeed. And it's 35 seconds till fourth 90 degrees turn. No wind on this server, so I do not calculate, do not apply any adjustment, wind shift adjustments. On combat server I will do that. I will force to do that. And this town is probably Barley. No? It should be Barley. turn right. It's time for turning right. Extra power, additional power to accelerate. When on high airspeed she becomes stabilized, disregarding that bank angle, reduces lift, so you need more airspeed, and retard the throttle 19 inches, watch your bank angle, and as you can see, almost like in a drugstore, very precise, like we call it in Russian. My landing strip is on my 12, almost, but not 100%. Of course, that's because of my turns were not exactly pure. So this, I would say, about 50 meters or maybe 10 meters, 50 or 150 meters, maybe 70, 80 meters, maybe 100 meters error. Anyway, next I will turn 060 left turn, and then I will start do my okay, let's switch mixture settings. On auto lean I needed to save fuel and add power, add some power. Manifold pressure should be higher on auto lean mixture settings. You spend less fuel, but you have higher temperatures and higher pressures inside the cylinders. That's why your engine wear much higher, but still. Next I switch on Technochat and to transition into stabilized climbing attitude, but first I'm gonna need to set up stabilized straight and level. Okay, Technochat on, plus 5% elevator trim, RPM up to 72%. Plus 5% more. She's pitching nose up, plus 5% more. She pitches nose up. When she stops pitching nose up, I add 5% more. So I need to watch my nose behavior, her nose behavior, and 5% more. Technochat off, throttle forward. That's why I need Technochat, so I do not divert my sight from her nose behavior to trimmed up. The real life pilot will feel how much she added. So Technochat message isn't some arcade easiness. That's just realism condition. So if you're a good player, put respecting realism player, you will not switch off techno chat only because of that, and you will ask developers to give you option to set up your techno chat messages by yourself and to appraise and evaluate techno chat using. So let people play like they want, but do not take away from them opportunity to play in realistic manner. So those guys who say you can watch it, how much you moved your trim tab, they actually show the incompetence, because you need to watch your nose behavior. Of course, I understand no one plays like that, but real pilots, they always look after that. And I've got 3000 feet and techno chat on. I do transition into straight and level. Minus 10% elevator trim, RPM down to 43%, she lowering the nose down, accelerating because of that, accelerating because of lowering RPM. I'm setting up rudder and aileron, minus 5% more. I don't need her to pitch nose up, minus 5% more, lower her nose, accelerating, she stopped lowering her nose, minus 5% more. And minus 5% more, techno chat off, I don't need it anymore. When she starts pitching nose up, I retarding the throttle. 21.5, 22 inches. And once again I forgot to open cowl flaps. That was my bad, that was mistake. I should. That's a usual mistake from me. Not good at all. And power is not enough, insufficient. So she starts losing altitude. 21.5 is gonna be enough, I think. Yes, 21.3.4 is gonna be enough. Maybe too much, let's wait and see. Anyway, that's beautiful, stabilized. Attitude flying. Once again, I'm somewhere, let's check out where we are. Very small pond and 2 ponds and the road between them, 2 major towns. That's Portsmouth, that's Hornin probably. Beautiful, she doesn't lose her heading, that's beautiful, that's why I like it. And those 2 small ponds where I am, can't find myself yet. This town, which town is it? No, that's Chelsea, Cape, that's Portsmouth, that's Petershill, that's Horndon, no? No, Petershill should be on my left. Yes, Petershill is on my left. Very small pond to the south of Petershill, southeast. Horndon is to my 9 o'clock So I'm 0608.8. Midhurst is gonna be, and Hasselmer is gonna be my next terrain features, landmarks. Are gonna be my next terrain features. That's a horned-in road and some railroad junction right beneath me. I imagine I'm opening cowl shutters a little bit. She's beautiful. I didn't do anything with my controls for about a minute, more than a minute. Now I interfere into flight with little bit stick to the left to adjust heading. It was 061. I saw that without this arcade stuff, so that's why I like 40. It's she's very comfortable in that way, in that regard. Those three small points, I can see them. Hasselmer, I can see it. My P-40 had tendency to bank right. I did one click to rudder to the left. Now she starts her tendency to bank left. But anyway, she's beautifully stabilized. Of course, no other players in combat situation. I should watch around, and if I would have group line, I should watch my teammates. 6. Yes, that's too much. 060 I need, not 061. Okay, Midhurst is over there, I can see it. Midhurst. And next terrain feature is gonna be Dunsfold airfield, where when Dunsfold airfield, I'm gonna pass Dunsfold airfield range. So that's the line which have perpendicular to my trajectory. I will start turning right to 090 heading. Very easy, very comfortable with my controls. I can see that road bend. So Dunsfold airfield will be on my 12. I will not be able to see it, probably. No? Yeah, I should look out, because watch out. Yes, Dunsfold airfield is right on my 12. That's too easy. Crowley will be also on my 12. Okay, that's a route flying, simulated route flying. I needed that. And I'm closing cow shutters because I see she's losing altitude a little bit. But still I'm very, very stabilized. Beautiful, beautiful P-40. And why I'm losing altitude now? Because I'm burning fuel. That fuel is on this gauge auxiliary fuel tank behind pilot's back, and so that fuel tank becomes lighter and lighter, so she lowering her nose down a little bit without changing elevator trim settings. So by lowering her nose she reduces angle of attack, and that's why I need a little bit more airspeed, and without adding that bit of airspeed I'm losing altitude. So I'm closing my cowl shutters, those, and accelerate because of that. Where is that? Airfield? Yes, airfield, right. I'm right above that. So turn right, excessive power, bank right, pull up, not losing altitude. Once again, very clumsy right 30 degrees turn. I didn't like it. And my power is not 21.4 as it was. Yes, 21.3.4 once again. I don't need any changes. And the next terrain feature, I'm right here, right now. That small pond should be on my this small pond. I can see the next terrain feature is going to be railroad and road from Horsham to Dorking, and Horsham and Dorking I should be able to see. That's Dorking and Horsham I can see also. And when Horley is on my 10 o'clock or maybe 9-10 o'clock, I will start right 90 degrees turn. Beautiful 40, I just love this airplane. Beautiful weather, beautiful server, not like that stupid finish, stupid turbulence. That road and railroad should be right under my wings. Yes, I can see those roads, railroad and road. Good. Even the crossing very convenient to know where you are. That crossing, so I'm 0412 0412.6, 0413.4. Crowley is on my 1 o'clock. When Crowley is on my 3, I will start right 90 degrees turn. And on my route flying back home, return to base, route flying, I will fly low level without climbing to watch where I am, and that will be quite a task. Lately I've been watching streams of very good squad. They are very good attackers, but the leader was absolutely incompetent in knowing where he is without GPS marker. That's very sad. When you see his dogfighting, when you see his strafing, you can say he's very experienced, very good player, but not able to understand where he is. That's the way of losing major part of positive emotions of the game, of joy in this game. 0-1-0, leveling up. So also that causes problems for group. If you're group leader, that's pure incompetence actually. When they switch off the airplane icon, I support that, but when they add smokes, which is always the same place, and you can mark them on map, and they say that's realistic because in real combat there were smokes. Yeah, there were, but smoke will have different location each time, even during the day, and smoke will have uncertain active time. By having the same smoke in the same spot all the time, that's ugly, unrealistic arcade feature, which in the end of the day denies players to experience full potential of this game's full potential. And people are bored, people leave, people go to DCS, to another server, people stop playing because of their boredom, and my type of gameplay will never be boring for me. I hate that turbulence, and I can't say I hate A20's behavior, but I enjoy P-40's behavior. She's so stable on heading. I need one small movement once in a minute maybe, or 2 times in a minute, and or with A20 I need movements every 10 seconds maybe, 10-15 seconds. So where is Brighton? Brighton is over there. That's Brighton. I lost 1 degree of heading. That's once around. Oh, that's okay now. How about altitude? Closing cowl shutters a little bit more. She's losing altitude. She's losing. This big city is Borges Hill. Haywards is to the north. I lost 2 degrees of heading, that's my bad. Soldin, New Haven, with the river. And beautiful big Brighton is on my 12 exactly. And Shoreham by Sea is to my 2 o'clock. Worthing is almost to 3 o'clock. That's a simulated route flying, which I need. Not only strafing, I need, of course I'm denying myself full strafing time because of less time, because of less fuel left, but what can you do? This type of mission isn't available for me on any server in Il2 Great Battles. That's unbelievable, because vehicle convoy was the main tactical aviation target. This game is really, really ugly in that regard, really ugly. And the next Korea game will be not better or even worse. That's what you got when developers team, senior personnel, senior management do not play, do not love that game. I remember Russian-speaking YouTuber Sergey Barbulat about maybe a year ago he was streaming, like he was playing with developers, and those developers, they needed someone to explain them how to switch off overlay in Discord, so they do not play any other game, not only Il2 Great Battles. That was amazing. I couldn't believe my ears when I heard that. And he was explaining to senior developers personnel how to switch off overlay in Discord. Can you believe that? They were maybe playing 20 years ago. They consider they know what's going on, but they do not. I fully support those of you who disappointed in multiplayer. I support those tactical air war, server personal opinion. Mission editor is ugly. Multiplayer options in these games are absolutely unacceptably poor. I agree with that. And as you can see, for those guys who would like to take Il2 and to strafe panzers, they also don't have too much opportunities, but panzers you could find here. If you would like to play Germans, there are panzers here, but no panzers. Soviet tanks, no panzers for if you're allied US or British player. Soviet. So when I get to the target, my attack heading will be like this. This gonna be area of break right and start attack start point or area point. Area. I should get myself into that area having heading perpendicular to attack heading. So I should approach 030 heading, turn left when I consider it's right. That's minus 6 degrees of heading, plus minus 6 degrees of heading, unacceptable. But quite unusual for P-40. Should always left leave you opportunity to work with your map. So I should get myself somewhere here, turn right to 030, then switch to combat mode, okay, turn right, perform a right turn, pull up, bank right, pull up not to let her lower her nose, not to let her lose altitude, do not pull up too much. My new heading is gonna be 270. She's gaining altitude. I forgot to retard the throttle. Leveling up on 270. She's gonna have excessive airspeed. I need to set 22.0. 22.0 manifold pressure. It's gonna be good. And wait and see if she is stabilized. Of course, that's too much airspeed, but I'm opening cold shutters to slow her down a little bit. No, that's too much. I need 21.6.7 inches. Okay, 21.6. That's fine. That's fine. Close. Call shutters. That's gonna be completely okay. No, she's still climbing. And now I'm somewhere here. I'm approaching this area when I will turn right. That will be quite rare. 120 degrees right turn. That's amazing. You've changed your heading, and now you need less power for the same stabilized attitude. That's amazing tricks of this game. Not the first time I see it. That white island, it's white island actually. Now my foot is stabilized. Perfect. Now I'm in the middle of the fourth mission stage, traveling from your airbase towards your combat zone. Now I'm approaching White Island. So I'm almost there. 2-3 minutes and maybe 5 minutes and I will start my ride to 120 degrees turn and then switch to combat mode, which will include RPM. First of all, cowl shutters to 3/4 up. Now it's 1/3 open, RPM to 72%, mixture to auto reach, throttle forward to 30 inches and some elevator trim and rudder trim settings. For your lightings I will set up 25%, about 25% up elevator trim and about 60% left rudder. Great visibility, you can see French coast from here. And I'm too close. Soon I will start my right turn. In case of formation flying spread abreast formation, that will be 2 seconds delay turn, very rare 120 degrees turn. Okay, let's start turning right. Extra power. Additional power. By the end of that 120 degrees right turn, I will start switching to combat mode. New heading is 030. Three-quarters. I was too late. It was my bad. Anyway, RPM to 72%. .30 inches. And all set to go. Now we'll start turning. I was too late actually, I was too late on my right turn, so brake right, go for simulated AAA suppression pattern. After that I will do combat rejoin pattern, simulated of course, and then I will start strafing immediately. Because I ain't got too much time, I ain't got fuel. What was that? It was freeze. What was that? What was that? It was freeze. I'm really sorry for that. The game freezed and I hate it. I'm really sorry for that. But the second consecutive P-40 mission, which will not be finished. Last time I was unlucky to collide with them. That's very unfortunate. I will not have any time for another stream today. That's very unfortunate. But of course that was my bad, but that freeze, I didn't have any freezes. Why it freezed? Now I'm supposed to lean back home without strafing. No, wasted. Wasted. Got it. Mission time wasted. Sometimes I hate that game. Why should it freeze in that exactly the same moment when it was too dangerous for me? It will be more than a month, maybe. That seems to me it's gonna be 6 weeks without strafing practice for me, because next week I will not be able to do that stream, and today I really don't have any time left to make another stream, so that's very unfortunate. And got it. Why should it freeze that stupid game? I hate that game sometimes. I've got nothing. Elevator trim. Full right. Aileron, sorry, aileron trim. Full right. You see me climbing, I need to climb, and this game has stupid fuel management system, unrealistic, but in real life I would be concerned with my fuel, though my airfield is right next to me. Who knows how bad it is with my engine. I will try and do switch off engine landing, and that's for practicing, and because damaged engine could die, and damaged fuel tank, and as you can see, both fuel tanks, 3 of those fuel tanks are damaged, so that's very, very, very bad. I had that mission on P-40 on Finnish server. It was unfortunate. It wasn't complete. I had this mission I'm having now, also not complete, so that's why I probably gonna delay or suspend a 20 mission next week, so I gonna need P-40 practice. I will do the same strafing practice mission, because P-40 is my main airplane. At least I'm gonna practice some engine off landing. I will switch off an engine, because with real fuel management system I could have fuel. I would lose fuel in a much higher rate. This game is unrealistic. It should be realistic 10 years ago, but it will not ever be realistic. That's very unfortunate. Why I really do not understand. Why should this game freeze in that moment where I was flying next to right over my target, and why that tank, that Opel Blitz exploded? I always open fire and never even damage that Opel Blitz. I use it as a simulated flak unit, just to practice curved approach. not head-to-head approach, that's incompetent, like almost all guys do that. You shouldn't do head-to-head approach when you attack flak unit. And I couldn't remember even when I hit that target quite well to see any smoke or damages, white smoke, and this time that Opel Blitz just exploded. So what was that? Someone added explosives into that vehicle. Wheels down, who knows? Wheels could be damaged, but my radio could be damaged. Should I watch my wheels? I shouldn't. Let's assume my radio is damaged and ground personnel who could watch in binocular couldn't say to me, maybe they could fire red flare. That was very stupid. Very stupid. I will not have enough. That was very stupid. It was very stupid to switch off the engine. I must say I'm very rusty. Okay, once again wheels down. RPM forward. Flaps down, insufficient altitude. I'm gonna do that, landing anyway. Sorry for that. Second time in a row, second consecutive unsuccessful P-40 mission and P-40 stream. But what can you do? Of course, with those damages and pilot injured, I will not do any very bad touchdown. I will not do any taxiing. Let's make our landing run. Because of that, landing run is always okay. I'm well prepared. (1200 RPM to clear the runway. Trim to neutral. So this is very unfortunate. I will not have any spare time to replay that mission today or do another stream today, and tomorrow I definitely will not have any free time for playing and streaming. I was too late on retarding the throttle, so I used brakes. Anyway, I will do. I will do some taxiing. You see, I didn't destroy that vehicle. What's wrong with this game? I didn't destroy that vehicle. That vehicle was... It just blew up. How is it possible? What was that? Okay, anyway. Stupid game. I really hope someday we'll have another game which will not be so bad, and sorry for that unsuccessful sortie. no good streaming for me today, and thank you for who might watch this, and goodbye, see you next Saturday. Goodbye.